Welcome in, fans of all teams. Once again, probably just Chargers fans for this one. We are coming hot off of a banger of a video, I guess. It was just a little 12-minute video, but I think it's at like 3.5 thousand views, which is definitely my most. I gained like 70 subscribers from it. So if we can keep up that rate, I'll be at 1,000 before the draft, but that most definitely will not happen. The the dream, once again, like I said in that last video, is 1,000 subscribers. I just want to be able to live stream so I can interact live with you guys for things like the draft, prospect breakdowns or rankings, or during the Chargers game, stuff like that. But today, I'm just going to be going over what happened last night and a little roster overview where we still need some guys. So, last night we signed Mr. DeAndre Carter, most formerly of the Washington football team, now Commanders, as a return specialist slash receiver. Here's just a little thread of his highlights that I'll try and keep going. But I do like this signing. A lot of people were hoping that we would just bring back Andre Roberts, which I also wouldn't have hated. I think DeAndre Carter's deal is 1 year worth 1 million, maybe 1.5, with an extra like 1 million in incentives. But what I like about DeAndre Carter is, like you guys are seeing here, he has the capability of running actual routes and being an actual receiver. I'm not saying Andre Roberts can't do that. I'm just saying we haven't really seen him do it, and he's already pretty old. But DeAndre Carter, he can get your end arounds, he can get some screens, your reverses, but as well, or on top of being one of the league's top return specialists, he had no muffs last year on kickoffs, one muff on punts, which is pretty good overall over the course of the entire year. But I like having a not locking down. I guess it's only 1 year, but we have a return specialist, a consistent guy to return kicks for us for at least this year, as well as if we have some injuries, a guy who's capable of coming in and being a suitable receiver, which I love. I think we already watched that one. So, like, even that, pretty simple route, but good hands, a little bit of yak. Most return specialist guys you just want to get the ball in their hands because they're good at finding creases, breaking tackles, stuff like that. But it's more so just the route running, actual receiving skills, getting off press, finding little holes in zones. That's normally what separates the receivers from the returners. But definitely a capable mover, decent hands. He's probably going to be like our fifth receiver. I'm going to hop over to, this is our depth chart as of today. Does it have, and it has DeAndre Carter here. So nice job to our lads. Very updated. So receivers, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Josh Palmer, Jalen Guyton, DeAndre Carter. Basically those five. I am still interested in addressing the receiver position more in the draft. It's a good unit right now, and it doesn't need to be added to, but I'm intrigued as to what could happen if we did add to it. Mainly, in my perspective, DeAndre Carter does add a little bit of that run after the catch guy, but I want what a lot of other Chargers fans want, a Jameson Williams type, true deep threat who can not necessarily consistently break tackles, but he can still run after the catch just because he has that insane top end speed, which we truly don't have on this team right now. Jalen Guyton ran a 4.39, which is fast, but that's not in the truly elite. It looks like this guy is running a different speed than everybody else on the end, or moving in a different way than everybody else. But other holes on our roster, not any huge ones other than right tackle. So left tackle, lockdown. Corey Linsley, center, lockdown. The other three positions, somewhat up in the air just because there's been a lot of talk about Matt Filer moving to right tackle for this year, having Brendan Hymas play left guard, and then re-signing Ode Ibushi to play right guard. No matter what happens with that, I do want to bring back Ode Ibushi. He's probably only going to require like 1 to 1.5 million for a 1-year deal. And I liked what I saw from him when he was healthy last year, the first like 5 weeks of the season. And I want to keep Matt Filer at left guard. I just want to sign Riley Reef. There's a handful of other tackles still out on the market. We still have some spending money. I just think that if we could go into the draft without a hole at right tackle, which from the fans' perspective we still have right now, the coaches might know more. Trey Pipkins has been working with Duke Mayweather, I think is his last name. He's been working with Duke, the offensive line guru. Rashawn Slater is working with him too. Rashawn Slater, I think, worked with him before as well. But coaching staff, they might know that Trey Pipkins, he broke out. He's ready to play right tackle and at least be average. Storm Norton, we all know he's not because we got to see plenty of him last year, especially in that last game. That was ugly. But if we can just sign a preferably right tackle, that would put a lot of fans' minds at ease. Mine too. That's really the only other somewhat gaping hole on this roster right now, though. Tight end group, I honestly love Gerald Everett, Trey McKitty, Donald Parham, true red zone threat. Trey McKitty, sort of do it all, but mainly run blocking. Gerald Everett, run after the catch, also kind of a good all-around tight end. Justin Herbert, obviously, Austin Eckler. We do need to address the running back 2 position, which there are still some guys left out on the market, but honestly, I'm okay drafting guy day 3, like 5th to 7th round, and he's going to be able to be our running or RB2. It's not a position that's very in demand, so it's going to either be a cheap veteran or a late round draft pick, which is okay. I don't think it's a hole on this roster, really. Edge, our starting edges look great. Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack. Past that, I think I want Chris Rumpf to be more of our edge 4. Obviously, I would like to add even more guys than that to push him even farther down the depth chart. I don't hate Chris Rumpf. I like what he can do in true pass sets. He is a liability in run defense. He's just too thin still. He's just got to keep bulking up, which he might be doing this offseason. D-line, Sebastian Joseph Day, Austin Johnson, Jerry Tillery, Christian Covington, Braden Fajoko. We can still get a guy, probably, in my opinion, day 3, who who can just be a rotational guy. You're not going to find, you could find a starter day 3 for interior D-line, but we don't really need a starter. On the interior, we just need, I would say, another rotational guy would be nice. So that can be addressed day 3. But primarily, edge 3 is a player who's going to get a lot of snaps. So I think it's a pretty big need as of right now. I'm most intrigued by George Karloftis. He has true inside-outside versatility. He's been dropping down a lot of draft boards originally. I mean, he would still definitely be top 15 for me. Probably top 12, possibly top 10. Very good power rusher. So much power in his lower half. I think could definitely come in day 1, be a very good edge 3, but also having the versatility. He's, I want to say 6'5", 274. The versatility to kick inside, and having Joey Bosa, we would probably have Joey Bosa, Jerry Tillery, Sebastian Joseph Day, Khalil Mack, and George Karloftis rushing the passer, maybe take out Sebastian Joseph Day or Jerry Tillery there. But on true passing downs, having those guys rush the passer, we are going to get pressure so fast. And then early downs, obviously if Bosa or Mack need a little breather, you can just kick Karloftis to the outside because he played a lot last year. Karloftis, he doesn't have to come off the field if you don't want him to. So I am very intrigued by George Karloftis. Linebacker, I don't know what to think of it yet. Kenneth Murray just had surgery. Drew Tranquil, I like being on the field. Amen, apparently the coaches are high on. I can kind of understand them wanting to get some more development out of Kenneth Murray, Brand Staley, and the coaching staff. They definitely just don't value the linebacker position. That can be seen by letting a guy like Kaiser White walk for that cheap of money from the Eagles. Linebackers, it really is just tough. I guess with Kenneth Murray's surgery, I would think it's a position that we have to address day 2 or day 3 just for some depth, take a shot on a guy, because we really don't have that much depth there. We have Cole Christensen, Nick Neiman, but we're going to have at least one linebacker, most of the time 2 linebackers on the field at all times. Those are still guys a part of your defense. Even if you don't value them, they can still be attacked in many different ways. And I would be okay with an average linebacker, but Kenneth Murray, as of right now, is not that. Not saying we should go linebacker round 1. Pretty off that train, even if Devin Lloyd is there. But day 2, day 3, there's a lot of starting caliber linebackers who I think we could get. Cornerback 4, pretty big need. I would put it about equal with edge 3. Yeah, definitely equal with edge 3 because we have J.C. Jackson, Michael Davis, Asante Samuel Jr. Very good starting 3 corners. After that, Tavon Campbell, Keemon Hall. That's literally it. I don't want Tavon to be our cornerback 4. If anybody gets hurt for any snaps, Tavon's going to be the guy who's coming in. Did not like what I saw from him last year. Ideally, we draft 1 or 2 guys. If we draft 1, I hope that we sign 1. I want to get 2 more corners in that room just for some capable depth, capable guys who can protect against the pass, good in pass coverage. And then safeties, I think we're good. I wouldn't hate a guy day 3, but overall, I think we're good. We have Nazir Adderley, Derwin James, Mark Webb, Alohi Gilman. Between those four, even if Nazir or Derwin, I mean, they're probably not going to need a breather, but even if they need to come out for a couple snaps, get hurt or something, I have enough confidence in Alohi Gilman or Mark Webb sort of taking that next step to at least being capable of covering half the deep field and just implementing Brand Staley's scheme. And then we still kind of just have random punters. We have Dustin Hopkins for kicking, DeAndre Carter, definitely kick returner and punt returner. But I think that's going to do it for this video. I have, over 3,000 subscribers, over 3,000 views on that last video, but only 180 subscribers, so not many of you guys are subscribing. A lot of you guys did, and I love each and every one of you who did. All 80 of you, I think I was exactly at 100 when I posted that video, and I almost doubled the amount of subscribers that I have from that one video. So let's keep that up. I looked at the analytics of who watches my videos, and it's 99.8% men and 0.2% women, which I'm pretty sure is just my fiance. She just likes each video, so I don't think a single girl actually watches these videos, which makes sense. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. Not many female actual football fans who are diving deep into the footage, deep into the rosters like we are. But that is going to do it. I will see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe.